It was $4,921.69, and I had $5,000 to work with, so
And we
I
have
squeezed every penny I could.
We have the communication money, wasn't it?
Yes, yes,
That account was closed, that we could get it out of.
yes.
So you just need more money from the men's restroom?
Well, you know, I've got the totals for changing out some of the flooring. But that's gonna take quite a bit of money, so not really sure how we wanna proceed with that, just doing a little bit at a time. Just an example, the police department, to replace the carpet in there, you're looking around, right at $3,600.
How about this, a suggestion? Mr. Hancock's asked the departments to start figuring out what they need to spend on capital expenditures this year, this budget year. How about we get that information from the department heads? And we've got $250,000 that we've allocated out of sales tax 2 for capital expenditures. Let's get the needs, make a priority, which ones we want to get approved this year, and fit that into it.
Yeah.
Get it done.
Get it
Because-
done. Next meeting, like 2 weeks, you got 2 weeks to come back to us.
Well, and like for carpet in here, it's right around $7,000. And we needed something different on the counter and, you know.
I know a granite guy. Said, I know a granite guy, he works real cheap.
And, you know, we might not have to do, the carpet in here is not near as bad as the carpet in some of the other offices.
Well, let's get those totals and then we'll have,
Okay,
Yeah.
and you all get the information to the council, myself, as soon as you possibly can,
okay.
based off of 1 to 5, or 1 to 10, whatever it may be.
And then the other thing, we had Glenna Patterson here, and she wasn't able to be at the meeting so that she could be introduced to everyone. She did visit with a few of the council members. She wasn't able to talk to all the employees and the department heads. She would like to be able to come back to do that, but she had worked 29 hours at her house before she came here last week. So we're out of money on that particular project too. So I need to ask for more money on that. The feedback from a lot of the employees that I have talked to has been very good, and they're excited about it. They're just hoping that the council will not let it drop. That they can go ahead, and so she can help with the personnel manual, with some of the discipline steps. There's just quite a bit, really gonna need some more training.
I guess, I would like to see a proposal or something from her or you, or whatever, like we have from the accounting firm, sort of like what we're asking for and what she's gonna give us.
Okay,
I mean, I don't
How much
mind
money have
spending
they already
more.
allocated?
5,000.
But, I mean, I'm not sure, I went into it, I guess, not really knowing what we were even asking for, so. I know you said the employees are excited, but what are they thinking she's gonna do?
I mean, the
It's
employee
got-
manuals, how old is it?
It's all,
Extremely old.
Yeah, I mean, just because I'm the human resource chair, and
No, I didn't do it, it was done right before I.
it was out of my league to redo all that.
oh, yeah.
No, no longer.
Yeah, so that's basically,
But is that what, is she going to do that? Is she going to redo our employee manual? Is that?
She's working on
the total
that.
thing?
She had given out a few vacation. She's given out a few things for us to look at now, and
What's your thoughts on how much more it'll take to finish it up? Do we have an idea?
What do we approve first?
5,000.
We've already spent that, $5,000 for 29 hours.
No, 29.
This is not impacting
She spent
anybody's department budget.
No, this is unallocated funds.
Or the settlement rate.
The money for, trying to fix up the building and all is capital improvements, but this was out of that money.
Can we approve that or not with what we just read?
Well, I think let's talk about requesting some information.
Well, yeah, not necessarily in lieu of not approving money, but I'm saying I would like to at least see just a real basic outline of what we're gonna get from her. And,
Yeah. She
I mean,
was
how many
charging
more hours is she
$65
gonna
an
need?
hour.
Nick had a good idea on the men's bathroom. Porta potty.
Did you get
Somebody else got one?
Sure.
We need more
Let's get
money.
back on topic at hand. We've got a request here. What does the council wish to do? And we're talking about policy manual. Oh, right now.
To answer your question, I mean, 5,000 will get quite a bit more done. You know,
Will it finish it?
I don't know.
'Cause
Right.
I'm not really thinking that I would be interested in spending a whole lot more.
I would make a motion to spend up to another 5,000 and see where we're at.
Motion?
Yes.
Okay.
Just to concentrate
Second.
on the policy manual.
Well, I mean, all of the human resource in general, the policy manual, everything.
And there is a second. Okay, so now it's time to comment.
Okay, so,
But she could still go ahead and do a proposal.
yeah, just sort of what she's gonna do, but, I mean, I guess my thought would be, I don't see her spending time and money to come back down here. I mean, she's a very nice lady, and I wouldn't mind spending more time with her, but I just don't see that, I think the policy manual would be the most important thing, and coming down then and talking and revisiting some of the things that we've already done is probably not that beneficial at this stage. I mean, we've done what we've done, and she's got a pretty good idea of it, and
The only thing is she just didn't get to talk to everybody.
well, she might could Skype them or something, I don't know. I'm rude, I didn't mean that, but I'm just saying, the trip down from St. Louis takes a lot of,
I mean, my thing is it's gotta be done, so we need to decide if we're gonna commit to it or not.
We have to.
what has to be done, I guess.
The policy manuals needs to be
Right, but
rewritten.
she doesn't need to come down here again, I wouldn't think, to do
Well, if she
policy.
chooses she needs to, that's what I'm saying. She's the one doing the work, not you. So if she chooses she needs to come down here, then that's her, up to her.
But that's an awful lot of money to bring someone down here from St. Louis.
Then don't vote to do it.
I mean, I couldn't do it, and I mean, you know, I
Without
guess.
coming down here? I mean,
Well,
it's the second
no,
time.
I live here, I couldn't do it.
No, I couldn't do it, I wouldn't do it, it's very time consuming.
Mhm.
And that's the reason why.
But that's her
I mean, I think-
expertise evidently is doing, and doing a manual, I mean, I guess I don't understand why she. Right, yeah. A lot of them are so good, and I don't know why she would need to interview.
We've passed the deadline that was given to us by EEOC.
We passed it.
We passed the deadline.
For what?
The manual.
They didn't, we
I
don't
thought
have to
it
do
had
a
that
whole,
on there.
we don't have to do a manual. That isn't part of it.
I thought that was in that.
That's not part of it. There were certain
Okay,
policies
my-
that they wanted us
wrong.
to change, which we did. So whatever was required on that has been done.
Okay,
This is
maybe it was Myrna.
I'm
One of them.
kinda like Freddie, I'd like to have an idea of what we're gonna get for our buck in the long run.
Say it again?
I'd like to know what are we gonna get for our investment?
And if it's needed, they'll just kind of,
Yeah, does her contract, the original $5,000 contract, tell us what we were gonna get?
No.
Okay. So then I would like to see something in writing that tells us what we're gonna get if we invest more money.
So can we progress with this and get this statement from her as well? And is there a reason to bring it to a stop? We know we're gonna have to have it, but let's get something in writing as well.
get a proposal, and based on the proposal, move forward?
Well, I mean, you got your
But Mr.
motion
McVeigh
and
says that we
second,
don't have
go
to have
ahead and
it done.
spend $5 more, and along with that, have her come up with a proposal.
Well, I mean, these two are wanting, you know, a proposal, exactly what, you know, she's gonna do for us. So I would throw that in on my motion. You good with that? Mr.
Fine.
Second?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, are we gonna move forward with the additional money, or are we gonna wait on the
Yeah, I mean-
proposal?
Yeah, I mean, that's my motion. I mean,
Right.
$5,000 with the proposal, we can move forward.
Are y'all fine with spending the extra money though without the proposal? That's what I mean by committing to it. I mean, are we gonna do it or
Wasn't
not?
the motion to let her go ahead and start on policy manual, and then come up with what we're gonna get the rest of it? Is that what-
Well, that's, I mean, that's what I'm saying. She can move forward with, she gives us the proposal, makes everybody happy, then if everybody's happy, move forward.
Right now, the motion on the floor, the way I understand it is, if you approve it, you're approving $5,000 to be spent immediately, but she's also gonna give you a proposal after the money's spent.
Exactly. So is that
what
what,
you're saying?
Right.
What the 5,000
so are
is
you
for.
comfortable with that, or do we need to back up?
Okay, I was thinking, I mean, I don't care if we go ahead and even authorize the 5,000, but I'm thinking not say, yeah, go ahead and spend that and then tell us what we'll get after that. I would like to know, I wish I'd said this when we did the first 5,000. I would like to know what we're spending this 5,000 for. I mean, because like I said, what I heard was a lot of different ideas. I thought it was just basically the policy manual. And that definitely needs to be done.
Can I help interject on this conversation? Is the way I'm kind of seeing the two opposing sides here. One side wants to see, and I may be wrong, but you like to see what it's gonna take to finish the project.
And what
How
we're
much
gonna
and what
get
you
when
gonna
it's
get.
finished. What, I'd like to know what the project is.
What the project is and how much it's gonna take, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And we're all wanting, and you know, the other side's wanting to get all the policy manual. I think everybody's wanting to do that.
Right.
Which I can see both sides of the story. With her having time already in the project, it probably wouldn't be an unreasonable request to say, hey, what do you think it's gonna take to finish this job?
Yeah.
And then you can come back to council and say, hey, she tells me it's gonna take $7,500 or it's gonna take $2,500. Would that solve the problem between everybody?
Sounds
Do
great.
it for me.
Can we do that?
Yes.
Make a motion that we do that.
Okay, don't, the,
What about this motion?
We don't need a motion, we can take care of it.
Okay,
she's
There you
gonna,
go.
she's not gonna do any more work until she knows if she's gonna be getting any more money.
I agree.
but we need to know how long is this gonna extend out?
And how much it's gonna
What
cost.
future does she see with this?
Okay, but then, so we're coming back to the next meeting, so that's 2 weeks, she won't be able to do any work?
Right now, that's what it is. I mean, I think that would be,
It's a timing issue.
I mean, unless they wanna approve money without knowing what direction it's going. Then that goes back to the original
Okay, so
motion.
If it did turn out to be 7,500, then it has to be brought up at one meeting and voted another meeting?
You've already talked about it.
Okay.
So we should be able to decide by the next meeting.
What do we do? What?
We'll be
I
able
missed
to
it.
do.
We talked about it long enough.
All right, so I'm just gonna ask her to give a proposal, kinda show what she has done so far, and then what is it gonna take, what is the project, and then what is it gonna take to finish it, and the policy manual, and, because in talking with her, she also states that there's really some training that's needed with employees and department heads, to try to help keep us out of any future problems.
she can give an estimate to all that, a closed estimate, bring it back, and you all make the
Break
decision.
it up and.
Yeah.
Okay. Not a problem.
Okay.
Thank you. Anything else?
No, what is the next?
17.
17, okay.
10.
Okay. Everybody happy?
Yes.
Thrilled.
Let me make one comment on what Diane just said. There's several ways you can approach that, and I'll be the first one to say that I know we need training. But we're talking about the economy of this thing. One way you can do it for less money is we send one person off and they become the trainer. They come back, and they train our management staff, everything except the management staff, to work this on down to the employees. But instead of paying somebody high dollars, come down and start doing this training, which takes a lot of time, we might consider designating one person, send them off and get the training, and come back as our trainer.
All right, anything else? We have a closed meeting, I believe, afterwards, so, anything else? We approved those. That was about 20 minutes ago.
Did we
All right.
approve the city lot gas and water?
Yes, ma'am, we
Yes,
did.
ma'am, I made a motion on that one.
I approved that one.
You did, I abstained.
You awarded it.
Yes.